So what is up, Africana fam? I hope y'all are enjoying this blue smoky eye that I did. This is definitely giving New Year's Eve type vibes. And overall, this video is going to be a little bit different. So stick with me, get your popcorn, get your wine, because we're about to go ahead and chit chat, okay? All right, y'all. So I wanted to actually do something very different. This is, me trying something new completely in my life. So this is just going to be a hair and makeup therapy type of video. So y'all just going to watch me do my hair and my makeup. I'm not really going to be explaining much. Y'all just going to see me install my wig, do my makeup, and that's it. But I will be listing down below all the products that I use for both my hair and my makeup. So don't fret, y'all. Don't fret. Just watch. Anyways, now on to the juicy part. I definitely wanted to do a chit chat. Get ready with me, you guys, because this was actually last minute, to be honest. This was supposed to be a whole just full-blown tutorial, but I vowed to myself that I'm going to be trying things new to spice up my channel and also just spice up my life, And I promise next time I'll actually talk to the camera so it feels more personal. But for now, I definitely just wanted to get this message out here because I feel like it will really and truly help someone. So I have been doing a lot of reflection, especially over this past year. As y'all know, or as y'all don't know, your girl turned 25. I'm about to turn 26 next month. And this year has really been a year of a lot of introspection and overall just getting to the core of myself, of like who I really am and not necessarily what people are expecting me to be. And starting this year, I decided to be more intentional with how I reflect back on things. So I decided to go ahead and choose just one word that describes my entire 2023 or my entire year moving forward. So looking back on 2023, I would definitely say the word or the theme word that I have for this year is the word duality. And before I continue, please pause this video and comment down below what was your theme word of the year and why. I genuinely want to know why you wanted to label your year as such or why that year had come to be. And really do some like soul searching with that one. I really want to see and hear your responses while I also explain mine. So by this time, I'm going to be telling the juice, okay? But yeah, I chose the word duality because this was the first year, of course, being 25, the frontal lobe, it's frontal lobing now. Your girl is very cognizant and self-aware. And I felt like this was the first year where I noticed and saw myself from the beginning to the end of being at an ultimate high and come crashing down. And again, because you guys don't really know me like that and I don't post my personal business on social media, y'all don't know jack about me, which honestly I'm not really mad at. You feel me? Like, I want to keep it that way because some people create these weird parasocial relationships, and that's another conversation for another day, okay? But I do want to share this because I really do feel like this will help somebody that is really just trying to figure themselves out and is in between seasons and in a full-blown pivotal shift in their life, So yes, I am fully aware of me being at an ultimate high and coming crashing down. So beginning of the year, my birthday is beginning of the year, like literally 22 days into the new year, it's your girl's birthday, the 23rd, okay, of January. And I threw a big birthday party for myself. I went on a trip right after that with my whole entire squad. It was 15 of us. Like, the entire group chat made it out the group chat, okay? I was at an ultimate high. I had a blast throughout the first half of the year. And then my best friend got sick. And that's where everything kind of started crashing down. I pretty much kind of had like an identity crisis, really trying to find out who I am and really realizing how life is short. Granted, my best friend is good now, so I am super grateful for that. But I was definitely living in a bubble for some years, even though I have been independent for some time since I've left college. I feel like there weren't things that really shook up my world for real, and I feel like that was one of the things that shook up my world. On top of that too, this is big news for everyone. This is my first time actually debuting this out loud, but I've moved out of New York. I do not live in New York anymore. I live in a whole different state and it's scary. I'm not gonna lie. I had a lot of unrealistic expectations when it came to my move, just because I've lived away from my family, and like a couple of hours away from my family. I still lived in New York, but I lived a couple of hours away from my family, so I was still far from them. Um, so I'm thinking like, when I move, like it's gonna be the same. Like, it's not gonna be a big deal. Like I've already, done lived away from my family and stuff and whatnot. Like I'll be good. And that was not the case for me at all. Like when I tell you, like moving, and I'm laughing at myself because looking back now, I'm like, wow, Viv, like if you knew what exactly you were gonna go through. For real, for real. The moving process was disgusting, y'all. I didn't get my stuff until a month later after I moved. So pretty much I had a lease paying for rent for no reason, for a whole entire month with no stuff inside. I didn't have my car for about 2 months. So pretty much I was stuck in my house for about a month and some change. Luckily for me though, during that whole entire process, I do have a very close friend that lives out here and stuff, and he helped me out completely and was really an angel in disguise throughout this entire situation, and helped me a ton because I feel like without him, I don't know exactly where I would have been mentally, physically, everywhere, y'all. So yeah, it was definitely a really tough move, and I never experienced anything like that. Like this was not the same thing as when I first moved away from home. And it was just a lot of things that were restricting me, and I felt very uncomfortable. And for me, as a person that likes to be independent, being dependent on someone or feeling as if like you're hopeless in a situation, it's literally agonizing, y'all. Like, and it sucked. Like, knowing that you couldn't really do for yourself. Even if I wanted to record content, I really couldn't because I literally had nothing. Like, I didn't have no wigs. I didn't have no, you know what I mean? So it was just crazy. And this is actually the first month that I have now feel like I'm quote unquote settled, but I'm still picking up the pieces. This move took a lot out of me financially, emotionally, spiritually, just everything. But it's funny to know that even in the midst of turmoil or in the midst of like adversity, you still get these little nuggets of like just constant reminders of when I meet people in the new place that I live at, and them reminding me and telling me like, yo, like keep on doing what you're doing, like you're in the right place, you're in the right state, like you're gonna make so much money out here. Like it was just that those nuggets that just constantly reminded me like, I'm in the right spot. Like I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be, even in the midst of turmoil. And right now where I'm at is pretty much I'm in limbo. Like I'm not all the way together, but I'm not fully falling apart either. I'm just right in the middle. And I feel like where I'm at right now, I'm really able to analyze the situation or just everything about my life in a full scope. I'm not on two extremes or two different sides of the paradigm and just, extremely emotional on either ends. I'm just in the middle. I'm present. I am accepting all of the small things and the great things in my life, and nothing is really, I guess, disrupting me. And I feel like this is probably the most open-minded I have been in my entire life. I feel like sometimes when you're on either sides of the end, it's kind of hard to be receptive to accept things, whether if it's good or bad. And because I'm in the middle and I'm able to see both sides of it, it's like I see why both are needed. Granted, if it was really my world and in my own personal utopia, would I want bad? No. Like, we could have skipped this part of me going through emotional distress throughout this entire move. But in the real world, right, I definitely do understand why there has to be bad, because then you can't define good without the bad, and you can't define bad without the good. So as cliche as that may sound, I just feel like because I'm living in it now, I'm able to see it in a deeper standpoint than what I'm actually explaining it. And hopefully you guys, well, I mean, not experience what I experienced, but also really do see the beauty in the struggle and the beauty in the come up. And I feel like for the longest, I haven't really had or been in a position where I had to start all over, you know? I've had years, like these past 2 years were just consecutive wins. So I was at an all-time high, okay? Like, your girl was winning on every aspect in my life. Besides a man, though. But soon. But um I had a lot of consecutive wins and not that many losses. And if there were losses, they were like real petty losses where it's like, oh, it's good. I got that. You know, I've never, again, haven't had like my world shaken up the way 2023 did. But I feel like it was enough to the point where I can handle it. And I'm super proud of where I am now at mentally. Although things aren't all the way where I would want it to be, but I'm excited to try new things and accept new experiences and to overall just switch everything up. You know, exchanging old habits for new habits and being in a new state and really exploring my new hometown. So I feel like that's where duality really came into play. I genuinely enjoy where I'm at and I'm very receptive to all the good. And I am grateful for all the things that I have gone through that were necessarily, I guess, not good that happened to me, but were needed for my growth because now I'm a lot more vigilant. I'm a lot more self aware of not only just how I feel, but the world that's around me. And I'm not in a bubble anymore. So that's just pretty much how my 2023 has been. Hopefully, that wasn't too vague. I feel like this is new for me to be like vulnerable and stuff. And I'm not gonna front, I was gonna gatekeep that I moved for some time until like I just popped out of nowhere. But I felt led to explain this to you guys because I know that a lot of us are in transitional periods in our lives. And you know, there's more for me to talk about than just hair and makeup. I feel like, you know, I definitely have a platform where I can advocate of you finding yourself because as a 25-year-old, me being the last baby of like my family, but being the first of doing a lot of unconventional things, it's really hard being a pioneer in a sense and breaking those generational curses. So just know that if you are the black sheep, the pioneer of your family, know that you are not alone. You have a village behind you, whether if you see it or not. There are a lot of people that are experiencing the same things that you are experiencing. And just know that there is a light at the end of the tunnel, okay? Like, it's not going to be bad forever. And that's the one thing I've learned about duality. You can't be up forever and you can't be down forever. Like at certain points, you're going to have to meet the middle. And, you know, you can't experience one side of life without experiencing the other. So really me breaking out that bubble, I've now become a lot more neutral in my thinking, being a lot more open-minded in my thinking, but still having boundaries that I set in place of what I do accept in my life and what I don't. Because one thing we're not about to do is go through unnecessary pain. Now, it's different if you need it for character development, but there's just certain things you know you're not supposed to be doing. So that's also another thing too. Because I'm so neutral, I'm able to really scope out a situation without me being super overstimulated and constantly thinking about it or obsessing over it. And, you know, being in a sense closed-minded, because when you pick a side, in a sense, you're being closed-minded. Understand that a lot of things, there's a lot of caveats, there's a lot of nuances in life, and like there's a whole lot of gray. A lot of things aren't black and white. So know that your situation, you may be going through the same thing, but you guys probably came through to different places. And, you know, there's a whole bunch of stuff. But I just wanted to share that with you guys. I'm super excited for what 2024 is about to bring into my life. I'm super excited for just new experiences and exploring my new hometown. And overall, I really do hope that this helps somebody that's in their transitional phase. Embrace it all. Really embrace it. I feel like we've heard this all, but now that I've actually gone through it, I really do understand why they say you have to embrace it. Like the only way you can get out of hell is going through it. So just go through it, feel it all, love it all, hate it all, do whatever you have to do. You're going to look back at it. You're going to laugh. I'm not going to lie to you. Because I was laughing at a lot of things I was used to think about. But I'm in a better place now. And I'm just super excited for what's to come. And I'm super proud of my growth and really taking the time out for me to be that reflective, because I know that a lot of people my age aren't thinking the things that I'm doing, or thinking in the light of really trying to better themselves or just understand why life is the way it is. But I dare to be different. And that's just on period. Okay? I dare to be different. And I dare you to be different. And be a critical thinker. Think for yourself. Know yourself. Love yourself. The key to happiness is overall knowing yourself, and stand on business. Okay? 10 toes. 12 toes if you got an extra digit. Okay? But overall, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was super dope talking to you guys. And let me know if you want to hear more chit chat. Get ready with me. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Love y'all. And I almost forgot. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe to my channel for more. All right, bye.